Gonna bring up your next comedian. Please clap. Please clap for Blake Hoshibata, everybody.
Give it up for Ike's, man. If you don't know Ike's comedic style, he could have actually been in there taking a shit and still hosted the show. And those of us that know him would have been like, yeah, that's just what he does. I don't know. Give it up for Amir, man. I told him before, that mustache is exquisite. And maybe somebody called it Evil Train Tracks mustache, but honestly, I would kill for Evil Train Tracks mustache. I've got keep a girl in my basement mustache, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking... Can't relate, but also feel sad that I can't relate, you know? Welcome to the show about moms, everyone. I am of the Asian coalition portion of this thing. I'm going to tell you about my Chinese-American mother. She is 5'2". She is the sweetest, most loving person ever, and she's also the fucking meanest, horriblest person ever. And only in ways that I know, because anybody who's ever met her is like, she's great. I'm like, well, yeah, you're not her son. She's not going to shit on you. Here's the thing. I have two older sisters, and they are 6 and 8 years older than me, so I am the baby of the family. So let's just put it this way. If they were in this show right now, they wouldn't let me get a word out. Like, you didn't have it that bad at all, pussy. And look, they're not wrong. By the time I came around, my parents were tired, and they did their best, and I was by far the worst one. You know what I mean? Like, so that makes my sisters so mad, and it's so funny. Because they are living fulfilling lives, and I'm doing open mics, and my parents are still like, well, Blake's the interesting one, so, you know, that's fine. Here's the thing about my mom. You're going to hear some people come up here and talk about how they and their parents have differing political opinions and how that's kind of an issue sometimes. I'm here to tell you that I'm the opposite. My mom and I have the exact same politics, and yet I find myself going, can you please stop doing this? Please stop talking about this. Number one, it's a Zoom call. Number two, it's a Zoom call for your granddaughter's 12th birthday party. Can you please stop doing this? You see the two smiling faces in the bottom corner? Those are your granddaughters. They have no idea what you're talking about. You gotta stop. One time during a wedding, we were in the waiting room and CNN was on, and I could see my mom getting visibly angry. And as funny as that would have been to see my mom drunk as shit at my cousin's wedding and still mad at Trump, it was like, yeah, we gotta turn this off. We gotta turn this off. She can't be doing this. She cannot be doing this. I have never told my mom that I do stand-up comedy. She would actually be asking me about, like, well, how'd the show go? How's the open mic? How are you doing? Are you getting in your raps? But she knows nothing about comedy. She's like, are you making them laugh? I'm like, oh, no. But here's the thing. Like, I treat stand-up comedy like if I was becoming a serial killer. Like, I'd tell no one I'm doing it and just start going out at night and doing my thing. And then, you know, maybe if I get good enough, people start to take notice. You know? You let the work speak for itself. You don't really gotta brag or nothing. Pretty soon people are like, yo, what's going on with this dude? There's something up with him. Maybe you work a little bit harder. You start really punching for your dreams. And all of a sudden Netflix is like, who is this guy? We gotta do something with him. Oh, God. I could stand here and tell you how mean my mom was to me as a kid, but then I'd also have to explain to you how I deserved every bit of it. I got spanked so much, and one time I got spanked, and then I went to my white friend's house, and I was like 6 years old, and I told him how my mom spanked me, and he just goes, she can't do that. You gotta call Child Protective Services. I was 6, and I just went, what is that? It's like, they'll take you away if your mom's really mean. I'm like forever? Like, well, they gotta do some interviews and stuff. Like, oh, they're gonna leave me alone with her after she knows I told them that? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, dude. What the fuck? No, dude. I I used to call my mom the sniper because one time I was sitting in, it was like a middle school band concert. If you ever been to one of those, it's in a gymnasium, so it's gigantic and echoey, the perfect place to hear fucking 6th graders play a shitty flute. And I was sitting there with my friends, and I was in like 7th grade, and then like 8th grade or 6th grade band was going on, and we're just talking and chatting as the gals do, you know. And all of a sudden, I just felt something, and I just kind of looked up into the rafters. And you know, if you're standing on the basketball court portion of the gym, you know how far away that those people are. And I still looked over, and I just saw my mom go. What? One time when I was in Little League, my mom was standing there and she watched me miss a ground ball because I didn't actually want to play. And she yelled, "Come on, Blake!" And I made the mistake of going, "Leave me alone!" And she gave me a chance to pull back. She just went, "What?" And I said, "What do you want? Leave me alone." And man, did I get it on the way home. That was the longest fucking 12-minute car ride ever. All right, before I go up, I've been doing this impression of my mom since long before I did stand-up comedy, because my mom curses. Like, when she curses, she really means it. Like, I'll curse like I'm inviting you to, like, a last-minute party, like, casual. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Come on over. Yeah, it's fine. She'll curse like it's a formal dinner, but like, I am sick of your shit, Blake. I'm fucking had it. So one time she was doing that, and she would do this all the time. You ever seen your mom mid-yell answer the phone? Here's my impression of it. I'm sick and tired of this shit, Blake. I'm tired of the attitude. I swear to God, when your father gets home, hello? No, I'm sorry, you can't come to the phone right now. Can I take a message? Okay, well, he'll be home in 10 minutes. I'll tell him you called. Okay, thank you. Anyway, what I was saying, I'm sick and tired. My name's Blake Hoshibata. Thank you. Yeah.